I'm sure it's absolutely grueling and painful and miserable, but it would be such a great thing to just try. I'd love to do firefighting training. So what you're saying is little Jerry and little Miss Jerry want to join the old tour guide of night clubbing. You want me to show you guys around the world of nightclubs. Baddies for Jerry. Sugar daddies for Miss Jerry. I can see what I can whip out. You motherfucker. Touche, touche. That sounds fun. That sounds so much fun. Could be good, could be good. Is your sister going to join us on stream? Are we going to go as a group? Streaming family? I'm sure this community will absolutely speak appropriately to her, just the same way that they all do with Chloe. I'm sure it won't make you feel uncomfortable in the slightest, Jerry. I'm sure you will feel fantastic as you have random strange man hollering at your sister. We're respectable. It says the mod of a treadmill titty streamer. Of course, Morris. Of course. Hairy ass, please. Let's be real, Coochie. If you're going to try and assault me, find something appropriate. Say like weak, scrawny kid. But come on. If I'm this hairless up here, do you really think I'm that hairy down there? Do you think I'm reserving the hair for that location? Sup, daddy? I love the scenery here. You're an easy person to please, Robbie, I must say. Many people would find that 7-Eleven is not the most scenic experience, but that's why I love you, Robbie. Because Robbie don't complain. Look at the cigarettes back there. The cigarettes of whatever you so desire can be achieved there. What version of mouth cancer would you like? What flavour? Good boy, Tybolt. That's what I'm freaking talking about, mate. Let's be real, Tybolt. In the end, when that building's burning, do you think that the person who needs help is going to give a fuck? Who's at the end of that hose? You're there saving lives, man. I don't think there's really such thing as too many firefighters. I don't think there's such thing as too many voluntary firefighters or people who can do CPR, do first aid and stuff. I mean, what you're learning is life skills, which every person, including me, who has not done it, should have. Didn't notice 7-Eleven. Oh, you're saying the foreground's very beautiful. Thank you. Jesus Christ, could you imagine bushfire fighters? Oh, in Australia it's the same situation. Oh my sweet Lord Jesus. When you watch those clips on like YouTube of like firefighter trucks, and it's just like bushfires are so insanely dangerous, terrifying. What a horrible way to go. Oh my god. Spoachie, can you use your foreskin to make a boat out of it? Yeah, Jerry's a bit more realistic. I could probably like catch some wind. You know, like kiteboarders. Have you seen kiteboarders when they're like on the surfboard and they got the kite up there? That's me. I can go. Yeah. Sorry, chat. We got distracted. Lee, I apologize. Good talk. Thank you, Lee. I'm waiting for you to give your joke. You don't have something in the notepad for this one? Foreskin? Huh. More like no penis. Tick. Hentalia, the celebrity of Taiwan. How are we doing, mate? I'm very high, don't mind me. I would never put it past you that you were ever sober. I would always assume that you're on something. Didn't have the foresight to write the foreskin one. You could work with foresight and foreskin somehow. Don't become a comedian. Me? Come on, don't even try me. You already know that I would be a phenomenal comedian. I used to want to be a stand-up comedian. Oh, Jesus. And then you stood up. Oh my god. I can do the standing up part. I can't do the comedy part yet. Fomsy. Big Duggerini. What a beautiful day. Hey, hey, hey. People naturally start laughing. They say, what is this? What is this, riff on Spoach Day? The freak's going on? I was in a good mood. What next? You can crash my stream now? Dope? You done with me? You're just like, you know what? I'm going out with a bang. Just wipe everything. Chat, do I make the stream fun or not? Yo, Ben D, what's going on, legend? How's the old LA treating you, mate? My old stomping grounds. I used to ride my beach bike along the shoreline of Venice and Santa Monica. Good times. Used to stand around Muscle Beach, flexing my muscles. Good times. I had many, like, sick, like, house parties down at Venice Beach. So much fun. Jerry, I'm not gonna lie, I have a bit of an issue. I have a little bit of a trust issue. Due to, like, experiences over my life, like, sometimes people, I struggle to trust. I struggle to build up my trust with people. And giving people any form of modship is already terrifying to me. I'm just like, but do they understand? Can they relate to what I want? The thought that someone has such control that they could essentially wipe my career within seconds terrifies me. What? Who is Dopey? What is Dopey? What's a dope? What's a dope fish? Like, there's so many questions I have here. So many things, questions, stuff, thoughts, smartness. Well said. Dope as an artichoke. Well said. Kanaga Park. I don't know where that one is. So what is that? Just like on the outside of LA? Kanaga. Not the. Oh, interesting. Cool.
英语讲得很好哦。
谢谢你。
你美国人啊？
不是，我是澳洲人。
哦，美国，那英语讲得很好。
谢谢啊。
我听不懂。
谢谢你。
澳洲。
对对，你去过吗？
我去日本，其他国家都没有去。
啊，好好。
澳洲咖啡好喝啊，
咖啡。
澳洲咖啡。
喂，咖啡。喂，一杯咖啡。也对，很好。
那个歌星爱玲30年前在广告，澳洲咖啡。
哦，好。
你来台湾多久了？来台湾多久了？你
来到不好意思，我会说一点中文差不多1年。也不，我学了中文差不多6个月。
我中文讲得非常好。
哦，谢谢你。
我台湾人呐，正台台湾人，乡下台湾人。我国语讲得不标准，台语讲得标准。我小学毕业。
我非常喜欢台湾，我觉得。
真的哈。
Yes。
台湾很多有人情味的人呢。
哇，环境非常舒服。
你现在住哪里？
内湖。
内湖哪里？我住内湖，我内湖住41年了。
住41年。
41。
哦，你住在内湖？
我在彰化结婚来台北。
了解。我已经住在中山东门内湖。
内湖，房子自己的吗？还是租的？租小套
房？多久？
你房子自己的还租的？租房子。
房租？
住的地方是自己的。
对。
自己哦，自己钱买的哦，好棒。
哦，不是买的。
对啊，很贵哦。
我也对，太贵了。
一个人住哦，还要1万块，内湖要1万多。
非常贵。
可是你英语那么棒，赚钱。
你买的吗？
我买的。
真好。
我买。
在附近。
内湖隔壁。
那边 OK。
我买40年了，民国71年。71年。71年。
了解 OK。
现在110年，40年了，42年，我买41年了。160万。
我很喜欢内湖，我觉得的环境非常
160万，现在1000多万。你很帅呢。你结婚了吗？
没有结婚，但是我有女朋友。
当然那么帅啊，哪有女朋友？那个女生看到靠过来。
谢谢你 ，OK。Have a good day， 拜拜。
小姐看那么帅，靠过来。
谢谢。
有机会再见面哈。
拜拜，再见面。
好玩哦。阿姨啊，爱开玩笑。我阿嬷了啦，我孙子读高中了。我老了啦。
老的。
我老人了，我是老人。
呀。
我老人了，老了啦。
不是老人，你美女。你去健身房吗？
好。好，你先过去。
He says, yeah. Okay, bye-bye. Oh, no, yeah, I know, so cute. Thank you, Jerry, for translating. How do you rate it? Hentalia? Give it to me. Give it to me. Hentalia. Studying for 6 months, correct. I say Mandarin for 6 months, but that has been over a 4-year period, and I have not actually studied for the last year. My Mandarin learning has been super broken. Like, it's the worst style of learning a language. It's like 1 month here, a couple of months here, a month here. So my Mandarin is just absolutely garbage. I'm saying, give me a review on my Mandarin. Oh, JC, you missed it. Thank you, Gocky. Nice driving. Oh, fuck off. JC, did you just see me talking? Did you just watch that? There's absolutely no way you can say I'm bad at Mandarin when you saw that. That is with no Mandarin study for over a year. You guys are pricks. Yeah, exactly. She just says bullshit because she's jealous. She's jealous. She's like, wow, he's better at Mandarin than I am. I'm sorry, JC. What can I say? Thanks, Ben. Mate, I love Mandarin. It's such a fun language. I just love learning like a language and being able to speak with locals. It's just so good. But Mandarin is just so brutally challenging, and I so badly want to get back into school, but it's just too expensive. At the moment, I just can't justify it. I need to focus on other things financially. But the moment I had have enough money for like school, I'm going straight back to continue because I really want to get to like an advanced level. Your pronunciation wasn't that great. You're an idiot. You know what, JC? That's pretty rich from you. And New Zealander speaking English to me. Your fish and chips? Do you want some fish and chips? What pronunciation is that? What else? What else silly thing did New Zealanders say? Yeah. Real rich. Is there something in your mouth? Perks of data teach. Actually, I've never told you guys, but this is a what now? Ooh, hold on, I'll switch. I'll give you a story. I actually haven't told you guys this one. I don't think I've ever brought this one up. So, my teacher and I, when I came to Taiwan, we were rather like we kind of hit it off, and we started like how can I put this? Let's just say we were somewhat intimate. I decided not to go all the way with it, but we did hook up a number of times. Extracurricular activity. Exactly. Well, there's no better way to really learn a foreign language, right? Than working overtime. We were pretty cheeky. She fully wanted to go the whole way, but I was such a good boy. God, wow, I'm such an honorable person and humble. Fully immerse yourself. Yeah. The problem was, so she's very, so some Taiwanese they vary quite a bit, right? Chloe is in a way super westernized. Like, she's obviously fluent in English, but also she has studied in America. She studied at Edinburgh University and things. So she's a very westernized Taiwanese girl. And but there are some Taiwanese, and a lot here, who are very, very still immersed in their culture, so to say, like their traditional culture. And this girl was absolutely just super conservative. I know that she'd only, when we got talking and stuff, she'd only been with one guy ever before. And I knew that she was getting into me, and I really liked her. She was fun, but I also knew for a fact it was not going to work. I knew 100% it was not going to work. We were two just opposites in our cultures. She was very traditional in that sense. And we started being a little bit cheeky and things, but I was just you know what? This is, if I take this further, I'm very concerned. Well, because we were became good friends. She was my teacher. And I was if I allow this to go further, I'm very concerned that she will be so when are we getting married kind of thing. And I was ugh, yeah, exactly. It's this is kind of something that you have to expose yourself with a foreign culture to really know what I'm talking about here. If you've ever dated someone or know, there is dating a person from another culture, and then there's a whole nother levels of that in depth. There's a lot of Taiwanese here who are just so removed from I sort of say Western culture. They're just completely, their world is just, you would say Brad Pitt, and I'd say who? You'd say, I don't know, Donald Trump, and they'd be what's that? You'd say it's kind of the world is Asia, and that is it. And I just knew that if she started fall for me, she was my teacher and stuff, it would just be it wouldn't end well. So I was I'll just be a good boy and not allow this to go further. But I'm not gonna lie, I've always I think we've all had this, hooking up with a teacher is kind of always been it's such a naughty thing. And I remember coming to Taiwan and being imagine if I hooked up with my teacher. Again, this is the 100th time. 你好，你好吗？
我对你冰糖。
不好意思，你已经知道我用信用卡，我只有信用卡，你知道？money 卡？money 卡100块。我用信用卡。信用卡没错，有零钱。没错，他不可以用。我不可能，不好意思啊，我OK， 没关系，没有，不好意思，我用信用卡。我不可能，OK，拜拜。This dude every day. There is no way he does not recognize me. There is no way he does not. Every single day he comes up to me. He's give me money. I'm and every time I say, I use a card. Why he looks like it? That was my Chinese teacher. He was yo, why didn't we go all the way? We only went to second base. Can we head around to the alley for third base? And I'm no, I cannot. I'm so sorry. That was hilarious. I said, I only use a credit card. And then he said, no problem. He said, can use, no problem. He said he can use my credit card. It's not a problem. That's fucking hilarious. Imagine a beggar saying that. I'm sorry, I only use card. That's all good. I can use that card. Spoach, what's the one vegetable you dislike? What's a vegetable I dislike? A common vegetable which is, pops up a lot would be a tomato. I'm not the biggest fan of a tomato. I can have it in, like, let's say a burger or something where it's kind of mixed in with other stuff. I do not like going grabbing it. Some people can eat tomatoes, right? They just eat it like a fruit. I do not, even though it is fruit. I can't do that with tomato. I need tomato kind of mixed in with stuff. If I have it, I find it too potent. Pine pollen tea boost. I swear to God, Days. Days, are you serious, bro? Okay, first of all, maybe, okay. You could have asked me because I do get my tea tested and I am above average with my tea through all natural supplements and what I do with my lifestyle. So I can give you tips on increasing your tea naturally. I have not heard of the tea pine, but this is the problem. There's a lot of stuff out there. I accept most forms of electronic. That's actually true. That's lucky because in China, beggars will use electronic payment. Beggars will, I've heard and seen like videos and stuff. Like in China, like you can be a beggar and you can have like a QR code and you can scan with your phone to deposit money into their account. Very modern begging. Luckily here in Taiwan, they don't do that. Because if I was like, just use my phone, he'd be like, yeah, no worries. Send it through. Best sauce and tea comes straight from the source. Unzip. Who is that? Connor Murphy. Isn't that Connor Murphy who does that? Isn't Connor Murphy the guy who went crazy with all his drugs and now drinks like guy's semen? That was a bit of a downfall. How are you, Ollie? Well, JC, I've been very busy with my visa application to remain in Taiwan. I have been away from stream for a number of days. Working on my visa. I submitted it a day ago. I've since heard back from them and they said they want more stuff as always, and it's always just absolute mayhem. Anyway, I've resubmitted it, so we're waiting. I wouldn't be surprised by that. I remember living in New York and seeing some of the beggars there, and I was like, this is just atrocious. I remember in Soho, I lived in Soho at one point, and there was this lady who would turn up at a spot, always the same spot. And it was outside like a cafe that I was regularly at, so I'd see her all the time. She'd rock up there with her bag and stuff, perfectly fine. She'd just walk up to it, sit down, and then begin crying, like on cue, like an actor. She would just begin crying, and she'd go, and she'd be there just like, and then people would immediately be walking over and be like, and then continue, and I would just sit there, and in a single sitting of that meal, she would be earning a couple of $100 USD. I'm talking about in my meal, which maybe an hour and a half of waiting, getting, eating, consuming, blah, 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 she would be hundreds of USD in. She was pulling in 5 and 10 USD notes every couple of minutes. It was insane. And she would just eat, and most days she would just come down, walk down with her bag, sit down, begin crying. People would go, oh my God, oh, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, this is fucking disgusting. Like, it's just crazy. Like, she's earning more than a well-paid person by just scamming people. What is this vacation? It's like wailing. It's wailing, mate. Everyone feels uncomfortable with wailing. Antalya, why are you helicoptering your penis around me, Antalya? I have seen them with iPhones as well, but I don't actually think necessary. I mean, iPhone does sound excessive because you can get cheap smartphones, but there's a few things. One, people can become homeless. They were once had a job, they got fired, couldn't pay rent, and ended up homeless, so they still have their items. So did also see homeless with iPhones, but you can't really judge because you don't quite know how they ended up homeless. Another one is an iPhone acts as also a computer, so to say. So you would have the ability to also do work from it and things, which may help you acquire jobs and stuff. So I do see that there could be a use for it. You just managed to scan you for damn her and her wailing. Antalya, why are you staring at my penis in the hot springs? I just wanted to hang out in the hot springs with you. I didn't realize you'd just stare at my cock. All right, everyone, stop thinking about Antalya. Let's get into the gym and start being productive. Yeah. Everyone drop them windmills. Drop them helicopters. Because he has only one testicle. Mate, I used to be a choir boy. I'm not kidding, I used to be a choir boy. So I can hit pitches like never before, man. You can call me Eunuch Spoach. We're going downstairs. I'll catch you in a second. We'll hit a B screen. Count to 1 million. One at a time. Overlapping numbers. Got to reset. I'll start you off. What? And from doing pull downs?
I try to eat 100.
Yeah.
100 and I think I eat 40. Everything I can control my energy.
So now, Strainer, will rest up, mate. Do some stretches. Maybe an ice pack. Yeah. All right, we'll look after it. Yeah, I think ice. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, hopefully maybe some ice would be good. Ice is really good for that inflammation. Okay, look after yourself.
Thank you.
Ice, baby. Yeah, it's busy, Jim. So many people come to talk to you today. Every day, mate. Every day, what can I say? I'm a popular lad. He's... I put on my pheromones. I got them pheromones going, so it's a little out of control. Okay, when will we go to sprint? Well, let me just think. What is it? Wednesday today? So I really wanted to go out last weekend, but then I decided I was putting my foot down to finish the visa. So maybe we might be able to spank it out this weekend. You have to understand, but then I already know what's going to happen. It's always about. There's so many things, mate. There's so many things. Don't just think it's always me. See, I've also got to please Chloe's family. Visa, yeah, I know. And last weekend, because I was working on the visa, Chloe and I didn't go back to her family. And I know she's going to say, well, now we have to go back and see the family this weekend. Don't blame me, mate. So anyway, we'll see. We'll see. I'll bring it up with her. I want to go out. Dude, I haven't had a drink. I haven't relaxed. I haven't just let loose. Yeah, young. Yeah,没关系。Give me a second. I need to, what am I doing? Legs without activation of calves. Let's just get straight in here. Why does my face look so distorted? Why does that look so weird? All right, let's get moving. Did I get distracted? What were we talking about? That's interesting. Whoops. Mi scusi. Hup. Hup, 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 hup. Max. Something around there. You used to be a choir boy, Benny. Oh no, you're saying you currently are. Yeah, I used to do it when I could. When I had vocals before I hit puberty. A lot changed in that time. I reckon. Just another day, mate. Just another day, mate. Dumbass. What's going on, big dog? Buys? Jesus, mate. Save some of the gains for the rest of us. Congrats, mate. Love hearing the big wins out there. Deadlift PR. 315 LB. Okay, mate. Settle the pedal. You're getting carried away, bro. Any strength from me? Mate, we just stepped into the gym. You're literally just watching the very first warm-up right there. That was the first warm-up. So hopefully it's going to be a day of big wins. Is it lagging? Was that just on my side, or did we all lag up just then? Massive legs. I don't know if they count as quite massive legs. They're strong legs. My legs build up a lot of strength, but they don't like bulking up, that's for sure. Here we go. So what we're doing is single leg press at the moment, guys. I'm a big fan of spanking out isolated exercises like this, isolating each leg independently. Just helps making sure that you're not overcompensating with one side over another. Usually we have a stronger leg than the other. Usually we'll be like, oh, our right leg is much bigger and stronger than our left side. So as a result, when you lift weight, it's very common that you'll hit one a little bit more than the other. So isolating it helps make sure you don't cheat it out that way and have disproportionate strength and size on one side. If you want to hit some big boy weights, then sure, I might even finish off that way, but at first I want to just isolate. Should we move into the fitness category? What's our fitness category like? Let's go in. Takeover. The Spoachie takeover, people. "49 people in there. Wonderful. Thriving community of fitness. This angle makes your arms look huge. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? What do you mean this angle? What do you think, my life is just wide angles? You think that I intentionally will forever hang out on the edge of wide angles to stretch out my body? And I'll never meet any of you in person? Because then you'll realize I'm like a 4'1" mini guy? Sauna, what's going on, legend? That's right, baby. Big boy legs. Big boy leg day. Thanks, Jamesy. Thanks for the tip, mate. I never thought of that. James, dude, any tips you can give me, man, I really appreciate it. Like, if I lighten up the weights, I can do more reps. That'd be really good. You got tiny, small brain. Thank you. Yes, appreciate it, mate. No worries, don't much appreciate it, man. That's a good one, Jams. That is a good one. Every time I put this water bottle in my bag, I'm terrified. I think, oh God, all that expensive tech. But then I think, you know what? Jamsy's got my back. If this water bottle destroys my modem, my mobiles, my battery packs and stuff, Jamsy will be like, you know what? I got you, Spoach. Exclamation mark tip. Donate 1,000 USD. We'll get it all back in our order. Oh, loyal, you cheeky little fellow, you. You are a bit loyal, aren't you? Welcome back, mate. New and ready to win. Squats are pretty much the best leg exercise you can do. I love squats. There is a reason why I'm not doing them today. Usually I would be, because yesterday I just did my first day of training for a marathon that I want to enter. and parts of my legs are aching quite a bit. And I didn't want to give up on my leg day, but squats, you need to make sure that your muscles are in good order because it's a riskier exercise. It can hurt you because you need to have good stabilization. And because some of my joints are a little bit achy, I'm playing it safe. So I moved to the machines. So yeah, it's true. In fact, I would argue leg press is one of the worst leg machines out there. Leg press is so popular, and yet I think it's one of the shittest ones out there. But it has its place, and right now it's proving it useful. I get to train my legs with reducing the risk of injury. Simple as that. There's no girl in the background. If you're going porky, exactly. Tough love, it's called, isn't it, Gaz? Tough love. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's go up by another 10 kg. Yeah, it was a dude. It was a dude with long hair, loyal. I remember even I thought, like, the only time leg press is tough was when day one in the gym, when it looks like a torture device. It's very intimidating. Everyone's scared of the leg press machine day one, and then after a week, it's just like, oh, it's like the easiest leg exercise out there. Freckle, do you have like, well, I mean, it comes down to your schedule, mate, but if you're able to, like, I've trained in every possible hour in a gym, and I'm in every possible hour. My stream's begun with me having my alarm clock off at 2 a.m. and I would enter the gym at 3 a.m. Was where my streams begun back in the day. Just to get inside a busy gym, I would get there so early that no sane human being would enter. So it kind of comes down to whether you have the ability to vary your schedule, but there are definitely, all gyms will have times where there are less people. It's just whether you have the ability to get in. Nothing's like squats. He's saying like nothing's as good as squats. I'd agree with that. Squats really are the best leg exercise. Nothing really just gets that pain and voluptuous blood flow into them leggies. It's all good, Loyal. It's no biggie. Step by step, mate. If your social anxiety, doing fitness and health-related activities builds your confidence, helps with your mental health, helps with your physical health. You know, it takes time. I've been walking on my legs my whole life. I've built like a tank. Holy Jesus. No wonder why my arms are so big, but my legs are tiny. I've been fucking handstanding all my whole life. I just walk around on my hands. Jesus, James, you could have given me that advice earlier. Freckles, so funny you asked that. I literally yesterday, it was pretty much day one of my running training. So I do a lot of hiking. So I do a form of cardio, but it's mainly in the form of hiking. But I am a bodybuilder, so that's where I focus. But actually, I'm getting into more cardio-based activities now. So I'll be pretty much doing runs like every other day. I always run before I lift, half an hour of running. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of, helps loosen me up. That's a lot of running prior to a lift. I'm impressed. Isn't 30 minutes of cardio before? I mean, usually that amount of cardio isn't advisable, but it kind of depends on, you know, the background. Freckle could have been a very sort of athletic focused person prior to getting into lifting weights. So maybe half an hour is nothing to them. Also could depend on whether he's just doing a casual jog to opposed to, I've tried it before and after. I lift the same regardless. Interesting. In most cases, you would choose to do cardio after a workout. Doing a warm-up is often very advisable, and that's usually sort of like 5-10 minutes on a treadmill or on a bike. Nothing too crazy, it's just getting the blood flow, getting your body, you know, warmed up and prepared, getting you mentally ready, focused, waking your whole body up and saying it's time to work out. Usually you don't want to go into workout like going panting and sweating, but people vary a little bit. You may notice me, like I keep on doing this, like it's tight and it clicks, but it's actually not as sore as it once was. So I'm happy about that. I just keep on stretching every day. I ice it like 2 to 3 times a day. I forgot to do it this morning, unfortunately, but I ice it about 2 to 3 times a day, and I do a lot of stretches on it, so it's less painful, just still kind of weird. It's just too freaking easy. Oh, Jesus. just overusage, mate. It's just one of these issues, you know, when you're being very active for so many years, like a tennis player will get tennis elbow, a sprinter can get knee injuries, bodybuilders can often get sort of injuries in certain joints, and unfortunately mine's worn down on my shoulder on one side to the point where it's now kind of considered a tendonitis, bicep tendonitis, which is sort of like a chronic pain. And as a result of sort of overly tight chest and bicep, it kind of brings forward to my shoulder, which results in it grinding and hurting a bit. Give me a second, guys. I've got a phone call. Hello? Why? Jesus, you're lazy. Well, where are you? Oh my. Yeah, you're lazy. Gymming. I'm in the gym, not being a lazy poo. Well, you should come and do a workout, and then we can go to Dahu Park. Don't be lazy now. Okay, I'm going to get back to streaming. I will see you here later, I assume. But forgot we can hear. No, I know you guys can hear. She says she's finished work already. It's like middle of the day, and she's finished work. She said she had an event, and now she's like, let's go out. And I said, I'm in the gym. And she's like, let's go out. And I said, no, I'm gymming. You should come to the gym. She's like, no. Hi, I'm leaving for school in about 10 minutes. Yo, Tristan, no worries, legend. I hope you have a good day at school, man. Grind hard. Thanks, Benny. Yeah, mate, it's just pain in the ass. It's been an injury for over a year now, so it's definitely taken its toll on my bodybuilding career, but we just keep grinding, and trying to restore it, and the physiotherapy has been working slowly but progressively. And in fact, I'll probably do after some legs. I hopefully will have some time to do some more physiotherapy.